So average day of track is just walking out of school. Occasionally kids will ask me for rides because, you know, I'm a senior on the team and that's kind of important. We get out there and we're just waiting in that line for 20 minutes. You know, the track's probably 4 miles away and it takes me 30 minutes to get there. So get there, walk in, I gotta go change. We go run outside for like 10 minutes. That's kind of our warm-up. Around that, what's that called? Oh yeah, the turf outside of Farley. After that we head back in, do our dynamics, which actually take up a good part of the practice. So indoor track differences, let's see, the indoor track is 200 meters around, whereas the outdoor track is 400 meters. Indoor is a little bit harder, I would say, because there's not any oxygen in the Farley Fieldhouse.
How does it feel?
Great. A typical track day is like some sort of interval, typically like 400s, maybe 800s. We're split up into like G2s and G1s, which is 800 runners or 2-milers, and then the milers kind of venture each way.
Alright, group 1, so 4x200 at rep pace, 200 jog recovery, 4x400 at rep pace, 3-minute jog recovery, and then you're going to repeat the 4x200s again at rep pace, okay? G2s, 3 to 4 sets of 3x400 at rep pace, very slow 200 jog recovery, 400 jog between sets. Okay.
Yeah, workouts are typically pretty hard on like Mondays, Wednesdays. Limited recovery, a lot of distance.
It's going well. It's been pretty fast.
This is the last one. I'm ready for the bone relays. After we finish the workout, she has us walk backwards for a while, and then we just stretch and get out of there. Tuesday, Thursday, it's kind of the same thing, you know, get out of school. On those Tuesdays, Thursdays, we'll just do like 60-minute runs, and then we'll go to the weight room and lift. Sprinting workouts typically are like 100s, 150s. It's kind of funny when they complain about them, and we've run like 4 miles in one day and they barely even run a half a mile. But you know, that's what it is. I think that sprinters do like jumps.
Today we're doing a couple of workouts. The first one is we're running a little more than half the track, almost full speed. Doing it 8 times. It's so fun.
Supposed to be running, come on. We're about to do some 50-meter sprints working on form. Yeah.
I think other people perceive indoor as kind of a joke. People look at it and think it's just kind of like you're just running around in circles. What's the point of that?
I think that the Nordic track kids are privileged to have kids. I think the indoor track kids are really privileged to have 2 seasons of track. And I wish that I had 2 seasons of cross country or 2 seasons of skiing.
Indoor track? Sounds fucking terrible.
I think once I've moved on, some of my favorite memories will probably be the long runs a couple of years ago with Jake and Shay and Lucas and Kellen. We had a lot of snowball fights at the quarries, and that was a ton of fun.
Favorite memory of indoor would have to be junior year. It was me, Matt, Shay, Kellen, and Lucas, I think. And we all had a snowball fight. We were supposed to be going on an hour-long run, and instead we just went off on the trail and had a snowball fight, and it was a lot of fun.
And my favorite memory from indoor track was my junior year. It was our first meet, Bowdoin Relays, right here, when the entire team was wearing jingle bells on their shoes. We were doing our 2-lap warm-up and our dynamics with just bells ringing every time anybody moved. Everybody loved it. The crowd was crazy about it. They all laughed, and it was a lot of fun.
My favorite memory was hanging out with my good friend Hippie.
Are we allowed to use racial slur? No, we're not. Okay. No. Alright. Okay, God, I'm really having a lot of trouble thinking to come up with something good.
I have few good memories from actually being indoor. That's actually probably my least favorite memory. Some of my least favorite memories are just choking on dust indoors and like finishing a 2 mile and sneezing.
I think my least favorite memory would have to be probably the start of the time where Fournier started going insane, and she gave me a workout to do a run of 500 in 50 seconds, which was not possible.
I'd say my least favorite track memory was more of a personal thing. It was my only loss my senior year in the high jump. So I took it pretty hard, but I learned from it. So
my least favorite memory about indoor track was trying to breathe.
After years of psychological treatment, I have successfully blocked out the memories of the 2 years of indoor track.
Yeah, I think I definitely will miss it just because I got a lot of close relationships with people there, but I also won't miss it in some respects. Like, I'm not going to pursue doing indoor track later, so...